Greetings and welcome to another excellent World of Tanks video. I'm here the first thing in the day when I got on. Now, of course, I got my free chest, but after that I decided, you know what, I need to go work on this commander first game of the day. You know, I want to get this guy. He's a 7 skill commander, and I want to use my ×8. Right there, you can see it on the right hand side, the blue bonus at the bottom. ×8 commander bonus in my 38H, piloted of course by the Nazi zombie. So that was the point. Pretty straightforward stuff, and I uncorked an unbelievable game. You know, now I've had higher scoring games, but it's always good to see a different game, different scenario, different example of the 38H's powers, because this helps to teach other players like yourself what they can do, what, you know, sometimes to do, sometimes what not to do if things go badly. But in this case, it didn't go badly, but it got kind of close. So it's always a good experience to check it out and see what's going on, get the commentary of what's happening, what I was thinking at the time, so you can digest this inside your own brain and up your game. Because if you're working on 38H commander building, you know, there is a definite climb in skill. All right, so that's one of those things that's very helpful. If you don't have a 38H, the 38H can be gotten for free in about 30 seconds. All you got to do is go to your PlayStation or Xbox store, whichever machine you have, type in World of Tanks Joint Forces, and that will lead you to a 2-pack of World of Tanks and World of Warships. The Joint Forces has the 10 megabyte download for the free, and I mean no sign up, nothing. You just get it like that. That didn't work very good. Like that. So it works like that. Anyway, 10 megabytes, you'll get the 38H and a garage slot absolutely free, doesn't cost you anything. So don't buy this in the store, go and get it for free if you don't have one. It's a killer tank. Now, it has one real small weakness, is that, well, maybe two weaknesses. One, it's very slow. Two, you cannot do a long haul operation in this tank. Nobody's perfect. The thing that it does very well, it has a 50%, just the tank itself, for commander bonus. So if you take a 3-star guy like my commander here, that would be 50% plus 30%, that's 80% bonus. Add 10% for a quick learner on the commander, that's 90% bonus. Add another 10% for enhanced rations, and bango, you've got a 200% commander bonus earning tank. It'll earn twice what the regular Panzer would get, a tier 2 Panzer. If you did the same, like 1,000 damage, this one would earn twice what that tank would earn without it. So, killer stuff. Let's go check out the game. It's a good battle, and there's a lot of stuff to learn here. And in fact, I learned something myself that was kind of funny, but we'll get to it when it shows up in the game. Welcome to Mountain Pass. So here we are in our winter camo, Panzer 38H Tier 2, an absolute butt-kicking tank. Alright, let's rock. Now what happens on this map here is that you have action that will occur at the triple intersection. You'll have action that will occur somewhere along the bridge line, action that occurs here in the valley and also across here, and then action over here at the Hotel 1 pass. Myself, I'm headed to Echo 3, which is right here. I'm going to overlook the valley and primarily look to snipe these guys here. One of the good things about the 38H, now technically it's a light tank, but it plays like a medium tank and also like a sniper for short range. So this is the thing that makes it so good, is it's quite versatile. It's just not fast. On open ground, 25 on flat. That's what you get, 25 kilometers per hour. Whoop-de-doo. So that's not where you're going to rake it in. Now here, if you look on a big map, my curve goes almost to the wall. The wall is here on this mountain. So I need to push it forward. There we go. Hello. Drill him. Now the reload on this gun is 2.00 seconds. Kaboom, he's dead. Now somebody else killed him, but I drilled him first. Pick up the damage you can, kill what you can. You know, one of the things about the 38H is don't try to be greedy. Do whatever you can. Pound a guy until he dies, what have you. But try to be reserved and smart. Here we go. There's another one. Whoops, there we go. Bango. My guy's right there on him. That missed. Now this is a 7-skill commander, quite set up to kick butt. But, you know, the maximum accuracy artillery got that, which is fine. Artillery has to eat too, you know. Alright, so we smoked this guy. He's gone. You can't see him anymore. Because our guy is toast. And we're up one, nothing special. But one of the things you learn when you study 38H and execute repeatedly is that you develop the spidey senses like I have. And my feeling is that we're winning. So sometimes you're not going to be winning numerically, but you're feeling like you're winning because you actually are. You've established the situation you want. And having a dominant position on the map is key. Now this guy's going to get annihilated. Enemy artillery is shooting me, so I'm moving so he doesn't drill me. You saw him miss. Now this guy's in an Su-26 Russian artillery with a very fast reload. So I've got to be on my toes. But I told you I told you I was going to nail that guy, and I did. But if you're focused only on the guy you're shooting and don't realize the artillery was about to nail you, they might be burying you right here in this valley. So this is one of those things. You got to keep your wits about you. You got to pay attention to what's happening. Now that artillery is probably here on top of the hill. That's fine. I'm not going to challenge him. I'm super slow. I want to go take care of other business that's faster. This guy has an inferior experience artillery. I can tell you that by what he was doing. This was my own artillery ace expertise telling me this by observation. Didn't quite 100% know what he was doing. But that insider knowledge allows me to do some things that I would not do maybe in other situations. He's going to be staying up there at his base and not venturing out. Here's another freak. He's going to get annihilated. Now when I'm fighting like this on the move, it just keeps them less likely from hitting me with his shots. It's a percentage deal. If moving like I was doing caused them to hit, say, 90% of his shots, hey, that's 10% misses. We'll take whatever kind of edge we can get because we don't have a lot of hit points right here. 300 on the 38H, and so far I haven't been tagged, so that's great. I went here, I didn't think there was anybody there, but, you know, I needed to go and clear it just to make sure. Because if you make a mistake in position on the 38H, then it takes forever to come back because I'm 25 kilometers per hour on flat ground. Up the hill, it's even worse. So you've got to be concise, clear, and on your point. Take care of what you need to do. Now here, I'm headed essentially to this intersection, possibly the bridge, to get shots here. Now I see this guy here, so that means the bridge right here is a really good spot to shoot him. So that is where I'm headed for at this moment. Well, you know, see, My feeling is that we were winning this game, which I was correct in. But numerically, we're losing. But I haven't been touched. My artillery has done something, very little, but he's done something. The rest of this guy's forces are just robots and the artillery. And the artillery is not anywhere near my level, so I'm not really worried about him. I just have to not be stupid. So I'm headed to the bridge, because at the bridge, right here or possibly there, but basically in the center of the bridge, I can drill everything here and everything over here and everything here. But I saw some other action over here that I needed to go get. Well, they killed that guy. That's what happened. Sorry. And this guy showed back up, and I'm like, crud. Well, it's like, alright. Just that one guy, I'm going to come back and go to the base and see what kind of deviltry I can stir up. I am undamaged so far. Now, my own artillery is an amateur. He still camped through the whole game. He should have been backing this guy up here to kill this guy. He could have gone right to this Alpha 5 and backed him up. But he wasn't using a headset because he thinks he's a genius. He's an amateur. Sorry, but when I was playing back in the day, we almost all had headsets because we wanted to help our team. I'm like, oh, what the heck? Let me drill this T2 medium. And there's the artillery over there. So that's bogus. Now here's where it gets hairy. The Su-26 has a very fast reload. It hits for low damage though. I'm blasting these guys here on the hill. And the thing that I was like, why isn't this guy shooting me? And the reality is, and you'll see here momentarily what it is. There's a reason why he can't shoot. But at this point, I wasn't paying attention to it. I'm still thinking this guy's coming to kill me. I'm waiting for my repair to recharge. So I'm doing the best I can. My artillery is trying to help me. But what's happened here is that this guy doesn't have any more bullets. He's run out of ammo. That's what the problem was. So he used his last couple of shots at me, and that was it. Game over, son. You have no chance. Got my repair. So he's annihilated. The artillery got a lucky shot and hit him, that's fine. I did all the work that mattered. And that's the key. So, we were down 4-7. At this point, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to capture this base. I got here. No sense to be greedy and try to kill everybody. I got hammered. I'm down to 5 hit points. That artillery drilled me hardcore. But I forgot that the Su-26 has a more limited ammo than the Sexton. The Sexton carries like 80 rounds. The Su-26, not so much. So he was firing indiscriminately, and that's what cost him. So that's a lesson that we all learn, is to, make sure you know what's going on. Especially check out the enemy artillery ammo loadout. There's another Russian artillery that has even less ammo than the 26, Su-5. That one carries like 18 shots for one of the guns. It's really terrible. It's a great gun, but you get 18 shots and that's it. Don't miss, buddy, because you're not gonna like what happens when you miss. So that all worked out fine. And like I said, it was my spidey senses were telling me that we were winning on position, because I was having free reign all over the southwest of this map. And when I rolled up here to his base, I had no idea he was about to run out of ammo, so that worked out fine. The problem they have with these robots over here, R-35, the Cruiser 1, and the L-640, is that they're all super slow, and they're all up the hill. If they, sorry, I was pointing with my hand on the screen. On the right-hand side over here, that's up the hill. And if they went down into the valley On this side, it's up the hill, and they're all slow, and it will take them too long to get back, which they didn't get back. So this is one of those things where you got to take charge, which is what I did, of the situation. And whatever happens, happens. You play the best you can, but I was drilled by those three guys, the two tanks plus the artillery here, but I was able to knock out that T2 medium and then the other tank and took care of the artillery when he was out of ammo. So sometimes you're going to catch a break, but this is an experience thing because the way I was going with when I showed up, I was undamaged. I had full health. If I have anything less than full health, you can see there, I have 5 hit points. They would have killed me. So this is one of those things. I was able to take the chance, attack the circle against whatever forces were here because I had full health and I had a good line of attack. It would have been even better if that T2 medium hadn't have been right there drilling me. But that's okay. We worked out and everything was fine. So let's go check out the results, all right? Woohoo! As you can see, I got the MVP. My artillery was second overall. He got those kills off of stuff that I did. But hey, it's okay. I'm here to win the game. He got a little bit of points for that. It didn't affect my game. I did my business. I'm there to build commander points. I got to do a lot of damage, take care of business, win the game if possible, which is what happened. So, thumbs up for me getting what I needed. Was it perfect? No. Does it have to be perfect? No. Do you do the best you can in the situation? Yes. There you go. All right, here we are at end of game screen. Now, this was really wild. I did so much damage and had such success that I actually made money, 7,000 in my 38H. Usually I lose like 30 or 40 grand. But this was first win of the day. It was first game of the day. But it was also the first win of the day of any tank, but more importantly of this tank. So on the first win, you're going to get bonuses. That's how I make the extra commander experience, also the silver bonus, and my tank experience bonus, which was like 11,000. Unfortunately, it's a premium, so it doesn't really do anything special. But great commander job because I had a ×8 commander bonus. So that's a key. That's why I'm here, 85,000. I got, obviously another 500,000 plus to go to get this guy up to level 8. 8 skills. Right now I got 7 skills, which is fantastic. And we'll go check those out so you can see what I had and why things were going the way they went. Medals, I did really well. I got an ace badge. This one looks cool, but it's just the invader badge. Capture the maximum number of points from the base. That's how we won, of course. Fighter, he killed 4 or more guys. Did more than my hit points and damage. Shell proof, what was that, blocked? Blocked more damage than the hit points of my vehicle. The duelist badge is because I killed 2 guys or more that caused damage to my vehicle. T20, T2 medium, artillery, and that other guy. High caliber, scored the most damage in the match, and then the bottom one is the bruiser for knocking out crews and or modules. Scoreboard. As you can see, there's myself. Number 2 overall was the artillery. And the artillery on their team, he was a one-man gang, really, 5 kills in his SU-26. Now, the thing is, here's a thing that is a complicated scenario to some people. Sometimes they're adults and they're complicated. But anyway, I'll explain it. It's real simple. I had 1,600 damage. He had 1,500 close. He got 5 kills. I got 4 kills. Now, you get a bonus for winning. So that's why I was obviously number 1. But in the game, this is the key. What really makes you MVP. Now, this is the numbers MVP. That's what, I was MVP in numbers, all right? But when I explain this to you, this will help. I was MVP in the game without any question. And it's not because I'm bragging about myself. This is a concept that you have to understand. What makes you MVP is not really the numbers necessarily. Now, on this game, it does. But when you're playing in a game, you'll see guys, you go, man, you played awesome and saved the team, and then somebody else gets MVP. Because what happens is, when you're watching this, you can understand this even when you don't address it, formally. It's not how many you kill, it's which ones. It's the guys that stop the scorers on the enemy team that make you MVP, of the game in the feeling. And so everyone that I saw, I whacked, got help. So you could say I got help from the artillery to whack 2 of those guys where he stole my kills. I don't care how you do it. The artillery was a key one. That guy killed 5 guys. Now, he had run out of ammo. I was going to kill him. Artillery got the lucky shot. More power to him. It doesn't bother me. The enemy artillery died, and I was the reason why he died. I got to the base, exposed him, and said I was going to kill him myself. It doesn't matter. All right? But essentially, if you look at it that way, in your mind, you're going to think it's like, yes, I see, you're understanding that I was the agent that engineered the death of the enemy artillery, their highest scorer. My artillery guy killed him. He had a good game. I'm not going to say he didn't. He had a real solid game. Got 3 kills, 750 damage. Not as good as an ace artillery like myself or my boy Iron Knight. But he had a solid game. All right, we got to be honest about it. So he played well. I played well. That was enough for us. So MVP is not that big of a deal to me, but I wanted to explain it to you guys that when you're in the game playing the match, sometimes key players who save your game from losing or tip the balance in your favor, they may not be high up on the end of game scoreboard, because sometimes you don't score points for the things you do that's valuable. That's all I wanted to say. You can't really put a point value on my maneuvering into the enemy base, withstanding a barrage from 3 guys by a miracle, okay, and then killing all those guys. There's no point value you can put on that. All you can do is go, well, however much damage I did to each one of the 3 guys is fine. And that's what you get. So don't read anything special into MVP. It's great to be MVP. Numbers are nice, but winners are winners. The numbers are below what you do. It's about the moment under pressure. How do you play under pressure in the moment? So in the moment under pressure, when the 3 guys were on me at the enemy base, my artillery guy was trying his best to drill any one of those guys. I'm not going to say he didn't do a good job. He did the best job he could possibly do. He ended up getting the artillery. Fantastic. He doesn't know that this guy's run out of bullets. He sees him as a threat. I'm not complaining. I didn't send this guy a bad message going, hey, you stole my kill. You're a jerk. He's trying to help me survive. He's trying to win the game. So I would much rather have him doing that than to assume something like, that I'm going to kill this guy when I'm not, because it happens that way as well. So that's what I want you to know. There's a valuable lesson here at the end of that match when I'm fighting those 3 guys at the edge of the circle. The artillery did a great job. From his perspective, he's trying to, score points, number 1, if he can kill the artillery, which he did, which is fantastic. He scored a little bit of points there. But what he's also doing that's super important is that he's protecting me to the best of his ability. I can live with that all day. That's not a problem. So basically, this covers everything that I wanted to get in this game. It was a really great, fun game to be in. Everything went well. So I want to thank you guys for watching the video. if you know people who are working on 38H or need to build commanders, etc., you might want to recommend this video to them so they can check it out. Maybe they'll leave a like, maybe they'll subscribe. You never know. So I got plenty more videos in the works, on their way. So check them out, see what I've got. There's always something, not necessarily every day, but every week for sure I have multiple videos. So great to see you. Hope to see you guys in the future. And as always, like and subscribe.